What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we are here today on Legend of Runeterra. The deck that I'm going to be trying out today is Big Papa Hecarim and Lucian. I saw this deck a long time ago. Honestly, it's not like it's anything new. Oh yeah, I wanted to take this guy out. He just doesn't mesh well with the deck, even though it technically does. But let me just switch this real quick. All right, there we go. So of course you got Market of Isles to make things ethereal. The obvious Islander is really good because it works well with Lucian, especially because we have where are you? Senna. There he is. You can make Senna ethereal, and it makes it easier for Lucian to level up if they can't do anything about it. Same thing with the Market of the Isles. You can make Senna ethereal in the trading process, and then all of a sudden then Lucian gets a level up, and there's again nothing they can do about it. And as you guys know, when all these people die, Lucian can also level up through that. You have the Soul Shepherd for that. Dawn Speakers, which I should probably run two, more than one. But it obviously is really helpful if it goes out there. Pranksters, just because this is pure lack of cards, honestly. I wish I had more cards. I just put this guy in there because at least he'll give me a card regardless. I did run this card before, but the only problem is that sometimes a unit hasn't died and then I can't play it, and then depending on the turn, it's like I want to play something but I can't. So for the same amount of mana, which is 3, it has about the same stat line. It's 2/3 instead of a 3/3, and it will give me a card of an ally that died. So it's a little bit more consistent in my opinion. We do have 2 in the deck though. I was running 3 before, but it just brought it down a little bit. Ravecaller, which after the change, this is after the patch, so it doesn't have Fearsome anymore, and it will summon Myth Wraith, but as you can see there are some Demacia cards in here, so it's not always like a guaranteed thing, so sometimes it kind of sucks. It almost makes me want to take it out since it's happened to me a couple times. It's still a 4 drop, but a 4/3 4 drop, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, even if it doesn't summon the thing, but that's kind of what you want it for. The 4/3 that summons the 2/2, and then the 2/2 could be a 3/2, depending on how much you run it. I think I should take it out though. I don't know what for. This card I think is going to become the box. It's not in my deck currently, but I do think I might want to run it just because there is a lot of minion spamming right now with Heimerdinger and those stupid Inuks. I think the box is going to become really good. It literally counters that entire play, that entire turn if you have it in the hand. Even this card would be really, you know what, I'm going to put this in. Really like this card. I get this card sometimes through remembrance, but sometimes, yeah, it's whatever. So just kind of like feeling the deck out. It works a little bit of the time, but I'm trying to make it work a lot of the time. It's just a little bit difficult when, you know, you can't get everything that you want, but you can get a decent amount of what you want. This card I think would also be good in there. We're not even running any vengeances because I'm trying to pretty much win through my minions, not through the cards. So we'll see how that goes. I also used to run Harrowing, but it was way too slow, and if I got it in my hand, it literally sat there. Same thing with Scuttlegeist. You just literally went in there and it sat there. And also the bad thing, and what I kind of did want to take out this card, which is the Islander, is that when there's only one other card in your hand, like one other unit in your hand, it literally will target that card. So it kind of gets annoying at times where you don't want to actually make a card ethereal, but it's like, well, it has to target something. So he's maybe on his way out. He might be on his way out. We'll see. Let's hit a couple games and we'll go from there, right? All right, we're going against Asuma, and he's got the Braum, and he's going well, he actually doesn't have the Noxus patches. Freljord and Demacia. His hand is terrible. I'm gonna bounce everything. A little bit better. We have a decent Hecarim package. I didn't even mention Hecarim the entire time I was talking that time. I focused more on Lucian because he really does help the deck a lot. Wow, 1 damage. It's like if you have this card, it's like always in your deck on turn 1. It's like the rule. Alright, so next turn I think we just start off with the Shark Chariot, get him going. See, look, like I don't really want to make anything ethereal. I could technically make this ethereal and I could play both, which I will do. It's a better play. But I don't want to make this ethereal. I don't want to make this ethereal. So it's kind of annoying sometimes when he comes out. But like I said, he does give me a really strong Senna. He gives me a really he does give me like a really strong this, but I feel like I should take him out. So we were able to play both. He might not block it. I can even mark Ethereal to pick 6 damage, which is a lot of damage that he probably doesn't want to take right now. If I attack with both, he'll just block this with this and that with that. So if he wants to lose his Hawk right now, that's fine. And we're gonna save it. The thing that sucks about making this ethereal is that it doesn't count towards Hecarim, and you have to make it ethereal first and then attack. So that's one thing. Alright, so next turn I think we're gonna put the Soul Shepherd down. Oh, that's annoying. And we have enough to play this and this. We should be in a really good spot next turn. Probably go with the Rift Goaler. Now his thing has a slight boost, so now he can actually start trading with things, which is annoying. If I mark the Owls, this is 1 off. Dang. I could have used that to trade into that, but unfortunately. Do I get greedy? Greed is the place to be, my man. This deck I don't think actually has things. He might start frostbiting. He doesn't have Ash, but he could just be like me, like not spending his whole life savings on the game. Alright, that's cool. Here we go. Not Ionian, so you can't stop anything I'm doing. So these are 3/3s plus the other one's gonna come back. Now if he blocks with, I can actually kill this. And there we go, 5/3. That leaves him on 6. He's obviously gonna block some of it, I'm assuming. Or he might be scared of the Mark of the Isles. Come on. Bring that fat ass over. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. He made like the super, like I could slightly boost this and kill it. I think you would smartly would go for the 3/3. That dies. Okay. There we go. Hecarim right now is 5 out of 8. And if we had Lucian on here, as you guys can see, he would have leveled up too. So, see? Oh, he's a little late to the party. We'll throw him out there though. Not this turn. Next turn. Throw this out. Hopefully get the hit. Hey. Okay. 4. I'll play him. I don't want to take 5. Even though I would love to play Lucian and have him start leveling up, it's not worth taking 5 damage. He knows that. He knows that. He's a smart cookie. What are we getting? What are we eating? A 3rd one. But I feel like there's no purpose to playing another one because I can't even I can't like, oh nice. I can't whatchamacallit, like I can't trigger it right now. If I would have drawn like Hecarim, I could have started setting him up, and it was turn 6, it would have been on curve. And also, as you can see, Dawn Speakers would have been good if like you kind of like play it with this deck and you just play it very minion focused, a lot of minions that you have in your deck. You're not gonna draw too many spells, so I don't even like floating spell mana really. Oh okay. This guy forgot how to play. Jesus, that's a little late. And we'll throw him out. Why didn't he just play this next turn though? Is he gonna do that strike thing? I don't even think that's in his deck. I think that's actually I don't know where that is. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what deck that is. Okay, okay. We're set to go. Especially if we do some trading here. So there's space for these 2 Spectral Riders. Lucian will definitely get leveled up. Especially if we trade anything here. He could pop for Demacia, but we'll just trade 3 minions. I don't really care. I'm such an awful person. What the heck is this? You're at the top unit in the deck. Oh, of his allegiance. Is there a way I can prove that happened? It's not. My board is full right now, so I do need the trade. So, ready when you are, sir. Okay, he taps out. Again, it's a big hit. I mean, specifically for this thing. So we just put our best defense on that. The least amount of damage as possible, but I'm all about leveling up Lucian right now, so we'll put this one to replace our Soul Shepherd. We took 4.
I'll bring them peace.
That card that he played, I've never seen it before. That's actually slightly scary.
The journey ahead is long.
Can we get Hecarim? That'd be awesome. No, Rekindler. Actually just as good, honestly. Allows us to get our Lucian right back. You can actually like allow him to rally for us and then revive him. This guy's take forever on his turns though. There we go. 5/4s, which we're gonna put to the left. He can't trade with any of these cards against Lucian. He'll kill it. Which he actually could have. So this is Omen Hawk. Also, that means he had it in there. And they're all, yeah, what up, brother? What up, brother? Yeah, cool.
No room for doubt.
So this is cool because he's gonna probably kill the Lucian, but he's gonna give me the okay, so Hecarim's activated. He's gonna give me the thing anyway, the rally, because this is gonna die first, unless he has a spell. But this, I don't think these 2 region combination has the spell to actually take me out. So we have enough mana, so hopefully he blows something here. This actually, Lucian will kill this thing off. Anything that he trades here will screw it up after my rally. So this is gonna be pretty sweet. The only problem though is that I won't have any ethereals to attack with. So Frostbite. So I'm gonna lose my Lucian. But see, it's still there, and he still witnesses the deaths.
Then kindle anew.
I don't think I should attack here because he actually can still kill Lucian with this. How many cards do I have left in my deck? 28. So the odds of me drawing another Lucian or the odds of me drawing Hecarim is still pretty low. I think I'll just stay with my board state, be happy. Don't have any other spells. I have nothing in my hand, and we have Remembrance. Ooh, you last turn. I can still just play it as a 6-drop. Honestly, it's a really good card. I could get, as you saw, like I said before, that card that gets lifesteal and tough. That 5/5, really good. But as you can see now, we're in the late game, so this is where those other cards that I was mentioning. That's why I was bringing the Harrowing, and I was bringing even like something like Ruination, just to like for a board reset, and then hoping you draw a Rekindler. I only have one of these, so hey, the fact that he even came out today is thank you, sir. Thanks for the video. You know, I should make you a thumbnail.
There it is.
What are you? 1 damage. Okay. I think the other one's better.
Gotcha.
I think it's like 2 costs, so 2 cost 3/1 that freezes. It's kind of stupid. Even if I play this for 5 or 6, it really doesn't matter. Only thing I might want to wait on, technically, is if something dies. If he does want me to trade and I trade something, if it's 4/4 into one of these and then I play it, I want to get the lifesteal and the toughness. He might skip his turn here because he still has pressure on me because of this stupid thing, and then I'll be pissed. And I'm starting to realize how crazy that is as a mix-up. Because if you were to say, okay, he's waiting on me, and then just like, well, let's see what you got. So
Such naivete.
such naivete. I'm gonna trade. I think that's a better trade because then this makes it weak enough that Lucian can actually kill it. You take 10 damage. And you know what? I should probably do this. You take 9 damage. I don't really care that this has. He could. Oh wait. I is right if he plus 3s this. 7, 12. Okay, that's not lethal if he has the heart. What is it? Take heart, break heart, whatever. Alright, Lucian sees that. Now he can't block with any of his cards here. I get a Remembrance for slightly cheaper, but we saved it for a reason. We saved it because if I get that card, Lifesteal, which I'm hoping for, that's the one I'm hoping for. Come on. Not the one I got. This one's still pretty good though, because I can hook one of his cards. And then it gives me another card afterwards, so I'm happy about that. So we're gonna hook you. This doesn't threaten lethal, but he should block it. He has a spell. He's floating mana, so he's probably gonna kill it again. I don't really have any other options or things that I'm waiting for in my hand, so that's cool. Okay, so we get a free kill. That kills that. We get this thing, which we can play. Definitely gonna play it. That was pretty good for us. I always look here because this is actually where my OBS is when I should be looking here. Don't make fun of me. Alright, so eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. Alright, here we go. I feel juicy and liberated. Oh, Senna. What I do like about this is that if they do target Lucian, then she becomes a problem. So it's now my turn, and I'm going to swing with everything. Don't give him a chance because his deck really isn't prepared to do stuff like that. This threatens lethal. He can come here. He could probably still kill it. But I'm going to say that he can't do that. He blocks this with this. It still stays alive. He's good to go. If he kills one of these other things, this is 9 damage right here. This is, yeah, there we go. He could boost it up. Like, I keep thinking that he might have that other spell. There we go. Okay, that still dies to Lucian. Still takes 5 damage. Now it's his turn. We lost Lucian, but we're gonna get Senna. And we have now 26 cards left in the deck, so. And also, sometimes I look this way to see if I'm still recording. You never know what button you might press. You never know. You never know what button you might press. This match is taking longer. I gotta edit a lot of the dry moments because this guy just like sits all day.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
Like this would have threatened lethal, but I mean he had that card in his hand, right? He just drew it because there's earlier turns where it would have helped him out a lot. Definitely could have played it earlier and pushed lethal. It's 8 plus 4. So I think the cards in his hand are not units but spells. We're entering the LAKEY, which I think that his deck should have more. Should definitely have more power. Where's that card that he Allegiance? Maybe he didn't get the Allegiance block. I didn't see it. Maybe he just didn't get it. What is this? Avalanche? Avalanche kills this. The War Mother. Was he waiting to play that? Was that a thing the whole time? Ah, that's not that fortunate for you. Is he going to attack? I highly doubt that. I kind of want to glimpse beyond. Is there any way I can test that? Okay, I should have glimpsed beyond. So he got that for free. Okay. Now, like I said, he has a bunch of spells in his hand. We know that for sure. So he can't, unless he can generate another blocker. This is again lethal. Anything that he threatens to kill here, we're just gonna glimpse beyond it. This is still lethal, so he has to throw a spell out to maybe block this frostbite, something. Reduce the cost of the allies in the turn. That does nothing. Still got lethal. And we out here, baby. Yes. Alright, next up is going to be Super Duper Agro Sensei Rainer? I think, like Ray 7zer? Whatever. Oh, okay. I feel like just keeping them because, you know, otherwise they don't come out at all. You know what? We're going to keep this hand, even though against what we're fighting is greedy. So I might rewind back here and say, wow, that was stupid of you to keep this hand. But it's very likely that he's going to rush me. I could have bounced this, though. I think we could have bounced the Prankster. But the Prankster can take a couple early hits for us. Take a couple early hits for the boys. Alright. We got the turn 1. And see, look, again, I can't play this on turn 1 because it's going to make I don't want to make any of these ethereal. I'm gonna take the card out. I really am. It's a nice card, but it's so dangerous. Now I do have to be careful as Noxus and this have, you know, I always have to be on Black Spear check. Even if he evolves, he's gonna be at 3 costs, so he can always Black Spirit. Got to be careful about that. In a sense, there's not much I can do. Oh baby, I'm curious. Can I actually do that card? No. So it really does turn into a spell. Actually, was when I was playing a Yasuo hand buff deck, and I was like, oh, why didn't my other Lucian get the bonus? Because it literally turns into another card. Like, they're not kidding.
It's playtime.
If I had Rekindler, I would actually, like, if I had more of them in the deck, I would rekindle. I would actually use this on this. Make it 5 cost, get one really early attack that you may not expect, and then do something like that. But again, not really worth it. So even though I said that his deck is aggro, it seems like he's not doing too well right now. We're obviously not going to really use this unless it's like for kill or something like that. It's funny that they did come up with a system in which you pretty much can't have 2 heroes on the field unless something stupid happens, you know, like resummoning and doing stuff like that. Okay, there goes that. You could have 2 of these. That's fine by us. It's just weaker now. It can't block, which I wouldn't have blocked with it anyway. All the Mark of the Isles, nobody to use it on. I might do that play. I might actually make him, unless he kills Lucian right now. Drain 3, he's using a lot to kill Lucian. I'm actually just gonna say till here and then just play him. If you think about it, right? So it's Lucian. I'm gonna do it. I don't think he'll expect the turn 5 Hecarim.
You should really pay more attention.
And that's 1 Hecarim himself and the 2 people. That's enough to level up Lucian right there that turn. That's kind of spicy. I think it's worth it. Oh, we got another one. Sweet. Now my play is super good. He's like, oh my god, he's such a pro. He's such a pro. Okay, so now we're swinging with everyone except Lucian to make sure that he doesn't die. Like I said, he can die through a Black Spear, which is clearly in his deck. I don't see why you don't run it in Shadow Isles unless you're me and you don't run it in Shadow Isles because you're stupid. All right, so let's see. He actually can kill it. Yes, he does. He goes for the kill. It's a big card. He had something for us. But now we know he has nothing. I'm assuming you just block that unless you have like a lease in hand or something. But that was a big thing. Like that pretty much canceled his entire turn because he probably has other things that he wants to do. So cool for us. We'll see 2 deaths on him. And next turn we have Hecarim. And the best part about it is that he goes first, so I can drop Hecarim afterwards and then immediately attack in the next turn. We have Mark of the Isles. We have 9 damage in our hand right now, which is utterly stupid. And that's his entire turn right there. Sweet. Hit him with the, oh no! How much damage does he always threaten? 7. He threatens 10 damage every time he does this. That's actually crazy. We're just gonna block that, take the 6. We don't have to worry about him doing any spells. He has nothing. Maybe it would have been better to like sacrifice the Prankster and then play that when we saw the Hecarim, but it's fine. So we only need 2 things to die. We're swinging. We're swinging. Not enough. That's all my 2 inferiors right there. So I'm assuming he trades that. He can't trade it into here. This deck doesn't have that much ways of boosting. I think if he had like 8, maybe Noxus has like those things. No, he wasn't Noxus for that Battle Fury. That was Freljord. Shadow Isles has these, but not many other ways of boosting really that I can think of on the top of my head. So this doesn't threaten lethal. Actually, it does. It does threaten lethal. It does threaten lethal. Interesting. I'm hoping he blocks, so then I can fucking Super Saiyan load up one of these cards for 9 damage. Alright, so he's gonna kill off that unit. Now this costs 3, so he can do it again. But the issue of what he just did, you're supposed to dedicate a blocker, buddy. I actually made this mistake too. I also could have just glimpsed beyond. Oh, you know what? Why didn't I do that? Not that it's BM, it's actually the smart thing to do. So he can't so he actually doesn't get the thing back because he didn't kill a unit. Okay. I actually was. I know it would be broken. I know it would be broken.
I'll sleep when they're
Oh,
dead.
gun. Dun. Like, don't get me wrong. I know it would be broken if it was burst, but I feel like it makes more sense that it's burst. Oh, baby, we climbing. Oh, and look, we just unlocking stuff. We just get that chest. That's my 4 stop for there. Let's see what we get on the wild capsule. End the video off. 4 commons and a rare. Not that great, but commons do make the deck. So like, I think that Shadow Isles is still strong after the patch. So I think that package is really good. Maybe even take out Demacia and then go with something else. But this is for Lucian. This is pretty much, we're gonna abuse Lucian and Dawn Speakers. I think I'm gonna put in more Dawn Speakers later on. Take out some of the other cards, like maybe not run it, maybe just not run as many obvious Islanders. Maybe you run 2 or maybe just 1, and put in some other cards that are a little bit stronger. But anyway, that's gonna be a video. Just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.